The one thing good about this movie is that they did a great job in marketing and having great merch. Aside from that, is the movie good? Welcome, guys. Welcome to Buddies of Blockbuster. I'm your host, AJ. Yes, I have Venom with me here. We're here to review Venom 3: The Last Dance. Just watched it. It's directed by Kelly Marcel. And of course, Tom Hardy is beloved Venom. He's donning the cape for one last ride. And this is the last movie of this trilogy franchise, at least from Tom Hardy's perspective. I'm pretty sure there's going to be other components. And I hope he comes back for cameos or whatever the case may be, because I think he did a great job in actually portraying Venom from the first part all the way to this movie. Initial thoughts, initial reactions. I've seen Rotten Tomatoes and a lot of critics bashing this movie, as well as a couple of reviewers that I follow who basically are trashing this movie. I'm kind of in the middle. I don't think it's a super bad movie, but did it live up to expectations? Absolutely not. I did have fun at times. It was up and down, not throughout the whole movie. Did I have expectations? Of course, mainly because this is, the last, if they're calling it the last dance and this is the final chapter of this trilogy, you got to go out in a big bang. Did it deliver to that? No. So in terms of the good stuff, right, I've got to mention Tom Hardy is the only saving grace of this movie, mainly because he does a great job in portraying Eddie Brock as well as Venom, and the back and forth that they have. That's what you get with the whole movie. You had the same vibe from the first and the second part, and it carries over to the third. And the one thing that I recognize and notice is the way how Venom is, the VFX and just the look and feel of him has been enhanced. I think he looks the best compared to the two parts. It looked pretty good, and he was a badass, of course. But aside from that, I think if you're going out on a bang, your storyline should have been a bit more better. And plus, just the sequences, the editing, it didn't feel right. That's the letdown. I think that's why a lot of folks are kind of frustrated here. Keep in mind, this character is huge. Venom, when you think about Venom, at least for true Venom and Spider-Man fans, this character is so crucial and important. If you do it the right way, the pull-off and the momentum that it can have, which hopefully I thought it would lead into other Spider-Man movies and stuff like that, but it's not. Honestly, don't have any expectations if you want to go and watch this movie. The one thing I will give credit for this movie is the marketing. Whoever is heading the marketing side of Venom: The Last Dance should get like a freaking raise or whatever, right? From the merch, look, I'm the crazy guy who got the merch and all that stuff, but also the advertising that this movie had is just next level and crazy. Truth be told, maybe whoever was heading the marketing of this movie should have also chipped in for the story and the way how this movie looked. Maybe it would have been better. I don't know. Just me thinking out loud. It picks off on where Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage left off. Eddie and Venom are fugitives. They're on the run. The friendship banter going as and when they're running through states and countries. Back and forth between the two of them. That bond is always great. A lot of comedic components, jokes, and stuff like that. So you're gonna love that part. But the movie kind of starts off with showcasing the antagonist, which is Knull. Again, a great character, a great villain. But the way how they showcase this, you're not gonna see Knull at all. Like, yes, he shows up in the first part, and after that, pretty good. That's how it was. He's trapped. For the folks who know the comics, he's in prison and he needs the Codex. And because Eddie Brock and Venom are together, Codex is with them, and he has his so-called creatures after them. It really reminded me of Lord of the Rings, because as when Frodo puts in like the ring, he's revealed. The same thing happens here. As of when Venom comes out fully, it's like an indicator or a beacon for these creatures to basically know the exact and precise location of where Venom is. So Venom should basically not come out. It's the goal of this movie. They're on the run. They have cops, the US military, everybody after them. The other symbiotes kept in Area 51, or some reason they're decommissioning that. Area 55 is kind of being built up, where we have these other symbiotes that they're experimenting on. The sole piece here is Knull wants the Codex, which is from Venom and Eddie and Venom are basically taping, going through it, also having fun on the way. Chiwetel, the military captain, after him because he believes everybody's a threat and everybody should just die and just leave us alone, right? So when you hear all of that, it's one, predictable. It's something that we have seen a bunch of times. Flow of events, the editing sequences of this movie was so choppy. It didn't seem right. The only things that I loved was the banter between Eddie and Venom. I don't know what's going on with Sony. I'm not sure if they want to top or have like the worst movie list when it comes to superhero movies, because they have Madam Web, they have freaking Morbius as well. I don't know if they want to stack up more trashy movies. It seems that way, but by no means am I comparing this to Madam Web. Madam Web is like freaking worst one. All of these three kind of storylines includes in a climax scene where I cannot believe they did this. The folks who've watched Iron Man 3, a lot of folks are disappointed in that. You're going to have the same feeling when you watch this movie. It's exactly what happens in the end. Yes, there is an emotional scene between Venom and Eddie to close out components, and that was good. I really like that bond because, again, keep in mind, that's the soul of this movie. Like, there's nothing else that people are watching this for. It's mainly because of Eddie Brock and Venom. None of the other crap that's happening matters. Aside from that, is there any reason for us to rush to the theater and go crazy? I don't think so. I would say if you're a strong Venom fan, if you just want to see this last hurrah, fine, go ahead, waste $15, because I wasted $15 for you so that I can tell you to, hey, you might as well just wait and watch this in your streaming platform as of when it's going to come. It's probably going to come out in the next couple of weeks. For my colleagues at work, I have two Dons who might want this recommendation, like, hey, don't rush to the theater. I know you have kids and stuff. Just hold on. You can wait for it to come on your streaming platform, because if you're following up on the franchise itself, they should have done so much more. I just love this character. I really like what Tom Hardy brings to the table for Venom. I wish he comes back in a couple of cameo roles later on. If it's a rating, I would say it's like kind of maybe 2.5. Just being lenient here because I'm a fan. Truth be told, I'm the knucklehead who spend a lot of money on the merch, the tea, you got the popcorn bucket. Cinemark, it's time to kind of sponsor your boy here. I mean, help out the little guy. I know I'm small, but still, spending a lot. But aside from that, guys, what did you think about the movie? For the folks who have gone and watched Venom: The Last Dance, let me know. Do you like it a lot more? Do you like the trilogy and how it ends? Put it in the comments. And as always, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share.